Doctor, are they in critical condition? It's much worse than that. They didn't watch this live on Twitch. Oh my god!
Today, well, we're dirtling. This is like about as dirtly as it gets. It's blue-white control splashing for WRENN 6. And it's just got like a standard 4-color mana base. I guess it's technically a 5-color mana base. So, this is a list that control expert George Jabber played. And he's been tuning it, so I figured let's give it a shot. He got top 8 at the NRG with just straight up blue-white control, and he thinks that this build with WRENN 6 is quite good. So I'll give it a try. Is there any prelims coming up? 13 hours, hate to see it. Hate to see it. Kind of hoping to play in a prelim today. Also standing this morning, getting a little bit of blood flow. What's the upside? Never missing a land drop. Pretty much what control wants to do, right? Just never miss a land drop. So this is kind of like mini 4-color without the Yorion. You get to play Kahira as well. But being able to just never miss a land drop after turn 2 and just consistently hit your lands to cast whatever you want seems quite powerful. This hand's fine. Playable. No 1-drops in this deck is kind of crazy to me. Are there pendings? Showed off this atrocity in Ginger's chat. You didn't know what it was. There's a couple pendings. There's 3 copies of pending. So we don't have no turn 1 interaction, but we have very, very limited turn 1 interaction. So we'll see how many times we died with Rogvon. I feel like it's going to be a decent amount. Did you at least show him the birds after that? Or did you just give him the no context? Morning Blank. Oh, there's the Rogvon. Speak of the Rogvon, find the Rogvon. Main deck Chalice, it seems like it would be good. Because you're not playing any 1-drops, like actual 1-drops. There's a breeding pool. Is there steam vents in here? There's no steam vents? Oh, there's a steam vents, okay. So, I guess I should get WRENN breeding pool. I do want to be able to cast counterspell off of 2 lands. So I guess it's WRENN breeding pool. I wish it was Mufasa Friday. Yesterday fell asleep by Dream Cave True. There's gonna be Dingo After Dark tonight. So after this stream, I get to go work and then finish up my sideboard guide because I'm almost done. And then it'll be Dingo After Dark. F&M stands for Friday Night Mufasa. Yeah, there's a Sultai Triome and a Jeskai Triome. Those are the 2 Triomes. Here for W6, I mean Dingo. I had to Google how many days since the release of Modern Horizons 1. And it came out to be like 1100 or something ridiculous. What's up, Val? What planes do I use for my deck for mono white humans? Well, there's only one good planes. And it's this one. This planes is my favorite, I think. Maybe the Infinity planes is better. But I love this planes. This one's so good. Yep. Well, I guess I'm not going to care about getting hit by Rogvon then. What is that from? Unsanctioned. What did I just do? Get out of here. Unsanctioned. Play more of the junk deck? Junk. Jund? Probably. Well, I don't know if I want to take 8. I think I'm just going to have to eat another hit from Rogvon and binding this, unfortunately. I switched the deck. I know I uploaded it. I don't know if I set it as active, though. I didn't set it as active. Billy! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. The bada bing. Bada bing. Bada boom. Welcome to the Hoodie Gang. I am getting scammed. Is this how it feels to be on the other side of oppression? That puts us at 8 more subs until I return to Giga Chad. Hell yeah, thank you, Dilly. Amazing. You would have taken 8? I thought about it. But it seems like, I don't know. Taking 8 doesn't seem great, right? Because I have to fetch shock too, so I'm taking like 11. Doesn't share my land drop, but They could also just like bolt the WRENN in 6 after I ping the Ragavan. Why did you get the Triome? I should have gotten the Triome, you're right. That was a mistake. I should have gotten the Triome. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. That was something I could do. Yeah, because this Triome plus the other Triome makes it all colors, so I took 2 damage for no reason, basically. I hit my land drop, luckily. You think this deck's actually good? I'm not sure. It was a Punjanini. Hopefully no Rebirth Effect. Rebirth Effect would be kind of bad for me. Oh, no Rebirth Effect. It's all coming up Millhouse. Hey, Ordinary Hands. I'm doing good. Yeah, that would have given me green-black if I fetched this as my second land, and so I should be at 13. I think Shieldred hasn't impacted Modern yet. It's big in Pioneer and funny enough Legacy. Unholy Heat. Unholy Heat and Leyline Binding absolutely ruined that deck. Or absolutely ruined that card, I should say. Also, like, what home does it go in? The only home I can, like, feasibly think of it going into is Yawgmoth. I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna sit here and durdle. Playing black creatures in Modern. Only Yawgmoth can do that and have, like, success, so... I'm just gonna take this up. Archon of Cruelty, sure. Technicalities. Force of Negation. I guess I'm bidding one of the Teferis. It seems like a lot of Teferi. Brief Shadow. Shadow's not very playable anymore. Unfortunately. I know Soulstrong did well with it and whatnot, but it's not very playable. I guess I'm playing this Kahira to block, like, tokens. What's the win con? Well, you can ult WRENN in 6, and then cast Counterspell over and over. That seems like a pretty good win con. Sure. Yeah, attack WRENN. Probably have to attack WRENN. I have to fetch Shock to Verdict. I don't feel like there's enough white sources in this deck. Do I fetch Shock to Verdict? I'm going to a very low life total if I do it, but I do have a Force of Negation backup in case they try to, like, bolt me out. I probably do it. Save WRENN in 6 because I don't think I can lose the game if I fetch Shock Supreme Verdict. I could just let WRENN take it. Then it's like a whole bunch of turns of doing nothing. But flashing back Supreme Verdict over and over seems like game winning. I don't know. I guess I tapped poorly. I should have tapped green blue for the Kahira, and I wouldn't have to fetch Shock. And before game losing, potentially. Nah, I don't know if I want to do this now that I think about it. I have another Spyro in there. I'm probably gonna have to flash back a Supreme Verdict. Exquisite Firecraft. In before Exquisite Firecraft. And we'll do it. I always pitch Teferi here for this Force Negation. Firecraft is 4. I guess I play WRENN in 6. Pick up more lands. MTGO. I don't want to play any more lands. Don't want to fetch. Now I can Verdict plus hold up Counterspell. And Force Negation. Attacking me. Oh yes, I will Verdict. From the graveyard. I don't know if we need it in this list. Seems like you can control the game pretty well with just these two planeswalkers. I'm gonna discard a prismatic ending. That kind of operates like 4-color in a way. Yeah, that's fine. You can thought seize me. Sure. My Teferi. Well, they're not resolving a spell for the rest of the game, but I also don't know how I win this game. We're just sitting here durdling. Yeah, Firecraft is 4 damage uncounterable. It's a pretty good card. Sure. Yeah, the opponent can't do anything. Just buy back a land every turn. I found a win condition. Yay! Win condition. This is my win condition. Win condition, meet opponent. Opponent, win condition. Take some time to get acquainted. I just moved the chat by accident. Nice healthy 7. Where did chat go? Chat's gone. No chat. I should have just discarded the land instead. It doesn't really matter. Do I even exist? Our opponent not concede here? They would like to use all 15 minutes of their clock. Or all 50 minutes of the combined clock, I should say. Attack! You're gonna make Spyro tokens? Sure. Would you like to block? Double block? Well, opponent, you're not... You know that's not gonna work. Ending that one. Discard a land. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Come on, scoop. Terminate. No. It's just a joke, Chad. It's just a joke. I'm not convinced you despise WRENN 6. Oh, I hate WRENN 6 so much. I wish this card would be banned, so I can stop playing it every deck. I even had to calculate how many days since Modern Horizons 1 came out so I could make the stream title. That's how dedicated I was. I think your win percentage has got up. Crazy. That can't be right. When was the last time WRENN 6 ult won the game? No red ping for lethal, I suppose. I wasn't done dirtling. Dress down, subtlety. I guess Hollowed Moonlight's pretty good against scam as well, because it stops all the rebirth effects. It's not like it's not amazing. I can cut down on some number. I don't think Jace is very good. Verdict can be okay, but it's not amazing. I don't really like the Days Undoing Narset package either. Let's play something like this and have very minimal win cons, because there's no Hollow the Storm Giant in here either. God, this deck has like no win conditions. Cannot emphasize enough how dirtly this is. Alright, let's run it like this. Changing up your space? Nah, I'm just standing up. The IEA posters are like down there. Looks like a Waffle Brew plus Red and 6. Yeah, word deck without Omnath. Crazy. I know. Opponent, how many times do I gotta teach you this lesson? This isn't gonna work against me. I have this amazing card right here called Leyline Binding. They're gonna hit for 8, and then they're gonna get their thing got. Snapcaster Mages and Colonnades. I wish we had Colonnades. How many times do I gotta teach you this lesson? They might Blood Moon me. They Blood Moon me, that'd be unfortunate. Unban Uro, please. Necromentia. What are we naming? Solitude. They took my win con. Now I have to beat them with subtlety. You never bring in this card against blue-white? WRENN and 6 pings? You're right. I don't have a Hall of the Storm Giants. I'm to have to beat them with literally subtlety. And that's okay. I got 14 minutes. I also have a Kahira in here. I have 14 minutes, a Kahira, and a Dream opponent. Big dots. I don't think I'd deal with, but I guess I could bounce big dots. I can't hold up counter spell. I'm just gonna counter big dots. This Kahira about to go warp speed. Oh no, another one. That's a pretty good draw. Yep. Well, Dream for the win. Just binding this and then pending. By the way, I'm passing here. We passing. I've been in the opponent's shoes before. 18 times this luck. Well, that's what happens when you bring in Necromentia against control. Now we shouldn't talk shit. Sometimes lucky. Smile. Mm-hmm. Give me your sideboard guide. Can't do it. What are you gonna name, dude? Just in case they name subtlety, I'm just gonna fucking take it out. If they do name subtlety, then I have no win cons except for this Kahira. That becomes protect the Kahira. Not sure I want to play protect the Kahira. $16 red pings. Fury. Blue, green, blue, white, red, green, black, red. Pending that for 5. Are you insane? Something like that. No, I'm running out of protection. My Kahira is gonna die at any moment. Ah, shit. I'm gonna hold on to this land also. Here. Back to having protection for Kahira. Bonk. It's all come together. Bonk, bounce. And I found the subtlety. Oh, let's go. Sometimes luck. I think that'd be good, Donkin. I was never a fan of this package, unless you have both opening pieces in your hand, I guess. Yep. See some humble pie served to scam. I mean, you just don't turn one of Fury against control. It doesn't work. They have Solitude. They have Leyline Binding. It's not going to work out well for you. How's Scam versus Murktide? It's pretty even. Is it a good one on top opponent? I hope it's a good one on top. Actually, surprisingly good in this case. From a 4/4 double striker, the best play. Yeah, it's very good against Murktide. The only thing you get punished by is like opposing Fury or Subtlety. You only get punished by free spells. But that's Magic. When aren't you getting punished by free spells? Did you, Shredder? No, Ledger Shredder. Another DRC. I don't want to Subtlety this. Is that stupid to Subtlety this? Okay, first off, I'm going to do this here. I'm binding this one. And then we'll go from there. Let's see if this resolves first. The answer is always yes. I feel like they would have spell pierced this Leyline Binding. If they had a Ragavan or something, they probably would have dashed it. So if I can get this Narset down and have it stick, then I'd be in a very advantageous position. No spell pierce. I guess they could just have like a burn spell. Honestly, I don't think I minus this Narset. Not minusing it plays around both Heat and Bolt. Not both, though. If they have both, then they kind of get me. Yep, that gets me too. I thought they didn't have a Ragavan because they didn't dash it. As a tilter, I might have to Daze Undoing just to, like, get cards back in my hand. So I spent a lot of resources on that Narset. Is it an option to leave Narset at 5 sometimes at those situations? I did. I think I just have to play it. I need Echo Beyonds in Modern. I need to refill my hand. You have the Spell Pierce too? What? None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense at all. How did they have the Spell Pierce? They didn't Spell Pierce this. They didn't Spell Pierce the Narset. Well, shit. Free G probes. I'm very far behind. Would have been good top decks, but what did they do with that DRC? I think they put it on the bottom, right? Assume they put it on the bottom. They only had one draw. So they either had the Ragavan in hand or they had the Spell Pierce in hand, one of the two. Maybe I should have bought Kahiro. Should have probably bought Kahiro. He's gonna get counterspelled, but not much I can do. I just have to jam shit against this Ragavan. Yeah, this is Celeste. No trophy shift, we'll get to it. I want to try out this blue-white deck, though. Donkid's part of the Magic design team. New companions with different buy costs. Luris, buy cost 10. That'd be cool. They would probably call it something else. Maybe they call it pet instead of companion. You get to buy your pet. Familiar is more magical. Why not pet the familiar? That'd be a cool mechanic also. If you had to pay 3 to purchase it, and then you put one card from your hand into your sideboard. That'd be cool. So you're not just drawing a card, you're actually like swapping a card into your sideboard. That would be broken. Then you just like fix it at the end of the game. What do you think about unbans in Modern? The power creep is evident. I think KCI without Mox Opal would be fine. No. KCI is just not a fun deck to play against. That's mostly why it's banned, is it just took too long and it's not fun to play against. It took far too long to like win games with that deck. No, like KCI can't come back just because of the like the way the deck functions. Obviously, you have Force of Vigor, and you have good answers to it now, right? You have Force of Vigor, you got Pending, you got Leyline Binding. There's good answers to the deck, but the problem wasn't the power level of the deck necessarily. It was that the deck, when it went off, it took too much time. It was just one person dirtling for like half an hour. And for that reason alone, KCI is not going to come back. If you picked another deck like Splinter Twin, sure, maybe there's argument there, but I don't think Splinter Twin's coming back either. Or like Birthing Pod, I don't think that's coming back either. Summer Bloom, never coming back. Amulet Titan's already good. Shuffling in real life. How many hours of the day do you think you spent shuffling, chat? Or how many hours of your life do you think you spent shuffling? Tameshi Lotus combo takes forever? Yes, it does. But that deck, like, falls to so many pieces of hate. I'm gonna scoop through a counter spell here. I guess we'll bring in the Veils. A couple of Dovin's Vetoes. Could probably cut the Subtlety. I like the Supreme Verdicts. The Jace is fine. Maybe cut a Days Undoing. Just leave the Nars Hets in, though. I'll have one Days Undoing instead of two. Maybe cut some more. Maybe I just trim this completely. Doesn't seem like a very good strategy against them. They have so many cheap counter spells like Spell Pierce and Lightning Bolts and Unholy Haste to deal with the Nars Hets that I don't think that the Days Undoing package is ever going to work. What are the bad blue-white matchups? 4-color is pretty much unwinnable unless you have the Narset Days Undoing combo. Because every card in their deck draws a card, and that's kind of hard to beat when they have must-answer threats that draw cards, such as Omnath. It's the ETBs, and then you kill it, and then they're up on cards still. So 4-color is like by far blue-white's worst matchup, and then I would say Tron, Amulet Titan it struggles with. Yeah, probably just those. How bad is Yogg for blue white or for like just in general? Because Yogg's a really good deck. There's a reason Demonic Tutors keeps winning with it. Shuffling is a very negative part of the game. It takes so much that is non-game. Start selling automatic shufflers. They sell automatic shufflers though, that's the thing. Poker style shufflers where they just shuffle the deck of 52. You could easily get one of those from Magic. Just running through that a couple times. Automatic shufflers destroy cards so fast. Hand's awkward. I don't have an answer to Ragavan if they have a Ragavan. I think I have to ship this hand. It's all lands. It always has been. Yeah. I don't feel like it takes that long to shuffle. Unless you're playing like a Yorion pile, then it takes a while to shuffle. Well, they'd have to, like, I'm saying reinvent the shuffler, right? Get an actual deck shuffler that is designed for Magic cards with sleeves on them. I don't see what's stopping people from inventing that. This mulling decision best reflects the power of Ragavan. I needed a turn 1 answer to Ragavan. If I didn't have it, I was going to lose. So, when's the last I've read in 6 old What a City games? Has to be able to handle double sleeve, sure. It wouldn't be an easy task, but I think it's doable to make a shuffler that can do that. I feel like it's just unexplored. Sure. Okay. I beat Murktide. All I had to do was mulligan into a prismatic ending. I guess they didn't realize they didn't have delirium. Another pending. It must be Christmas. Go. Walter White from Breaking Bad, a show that I have yet to see, but it's on my list. Can play this and say go. Have access to counterspell. If they don't do anything counterspell worthy, then I'll just fetch. Dress down. Okay. Why would you do this on your end step? Why did you, first off, why did you bring a dress down? Second off, why did you do this on your end step? Third off, you're gonna play Croxa? What is happening here? Sure. Force negation was good pickup. Ending that one. You, good sir, I choose you. I'm just gonna fetch basic planes and pay for it. Because if they blood moon me, I need to have an out to it. But I also have like force negation, so I don't know how much I care about that. I think it's better just to pay for it than spend like the Veil of Summer here, just because I don't have anything else I can do after the Veil of Summer. Maybe fetching this is gonna like cost me later. Another one. Okay, it might cost me. Yeah, this is the Jabber list. Huge Veil of Summer. I'm just gonna bounce this. If I want to dash in and kill Ragavan, then or kill Teferi, that's fine. I just get to untap with all the advantage. WRENN even in Cascade decks. Let's go WRENN in 6. Top 10 WRENN in 6 moments on MTG. Number 1. Replays the Ragavan, sure. Use another pending here. Leyline Binding would be good as well. Saw somebody Cascade into Veil. Amazing. Alright, I guess I'm gonna lose my Teferi. That's fine, to be honest. I don't know how much I care about that. If they commit more threats, then I get the Verdict, which is pretty sweet. I think the funniest thing that's happened to me is that one time I saw somebody cast Madcap Experiment and then get like a Nihil Spell Bomb. It was, I think it was a Relic. Multiple Madcap into EE. That's another good one. Oh, I feel like I'm ahead here. Hi, Jeremy. You really enjoy all the alternate cards on your Magic cards? Thank you. Spend a lot of time putting together the ultimate collection of alternate art cards just to tilt you. Alternate art cards to tilt off to. Should have been the new title. The funniest thing was the opponent trying to block the Metis creature. They're like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Why is this not working? Bounce. Boing. You doing Hollow One Prime? Killing Narset. Me hitting a Torpor Orb. That's amazing. Hit by Torpor Orb? Oh shit. I fucked up. Zagoth, go. And I can go Steam Vents WRENN in 6. Actually, I should have not done that. Because I don't have land to buy back now. It's Amulet Titan. I can't beat Amulet Titan. Can't beat Amulet Titan, and I can't buy back a land. Dingo. Sequencing lands poorly. If they had 6 Murktides, unlikely, but maybe. It could be Prisontron. Prisontron plays Urza Saga, so that it could be. Nope, it's Amulet. Where's my Beseiju? Amulet's got to be like a 0% matchup. I'm cycling this, and I'm buying it back. Amazing. Yeah, I want to watch it again. It's always so funny when people just like mess up in their deck building. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of mana. If they have bounce land, they can play a Titan this turn. Uh-oh. It's all falling apart, chat. It's all falling apart. I love your 2 basic island WRENN 6 deck. Thanks. I didn't build it, but thanks. There's also basic planes. Don't forget the basic planes. They're just cracking expedition map. That's all you're doing with this turn. For T West. Can't really double spell this turn anyway, so I could just get a try untapped and pick this up. Just hold up counterspell or force negation. Once had a very heated debate with some friends on why they weren't registering Veil of Summer in their Rhinos lists. Nice. But I do WRENN 6 and Grixis control. I don't see why not. They named Beast. Ooh, an answer to an amulet. Ooh, an answer to the second amulet. Too bad I don't have any white mana, because I fetched like a dingus. Buy back this WRENN trial and say go. I remember when Livan used to run Beast Within as their prime piece of removal. I remember when they used to run Monstrous Carabid and Deadshot Minotaur. And was it Pale Recluse? I think it's called. How do you have so many caverns? This is fucked up. Demonic Dread. How am I gonna win this game? Blue white control with red and 6, yep. Red and 6 and blue white's like kinda crazy. How am I not just dead? They decided to take 2 turns off to play 2 Cavern of Souls. So I'm alive. Double splash for red, no big deal. Isn't that just Omnath control? No, because there's no Omnath. We don't need petty cards like Omnath. Why do I have this ugly hollow fountain? I hate it. Need more full art cards? I think I play this land. Fountain shaming? What does that even mean? But also true. I am fountain shaming. My never mind. Too deep, too deep. Wait a minute. Also, don't take that quote out of context either. They didn't even tap the cavern. What? What do you mean? How do you not tap the cavern? Dryad isn't a beast or a giant? I guess so. It's Dryad Nymph. How do they have a cavern on one of them? Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they just decided to put one on beast. So I just draw a card. I think I got a plus again. Pick up this. Say go. Goodbye, Kahira this turn. I don't know if I want to. I want to play a land. I guess I should have played the land. I was holding on to him for this WRENN 6 ult, but advancing my board seems fine as well. WRENN 6 makes every deck better. This is the smoothest blue-white league I've ever had so far. And it's mostly because of WRENN 6. Got you, homie. Actually, you know what? I should cast this with its alternate cost. Why can you? I didn't even know you could do this. Pitch a blue card from the graveyard. The only real way you can beat Cavern of Souls is like Summary Dismissal. I didn't even know you could do that, to be fair. Yeah, I can ult again. I can have 2 WRENN and 6 emblems. What did I do? I pitched a blue card to force a negation when I cast it out of the graveyard. Yeah, it's not snap wording. I didn't even know that, though. That's awesome. Gotta give him a chance. What did they get here? T-West? Take a break from grinding Immortal. Yep. Got 2 Urza Sagas. Bounce land, pick up a forest. Don't want to play land now. I guess I will play land now. Run Predacious Deed. I'd love to run Predacious Deed. I should buy Kahira. I keep forgetting about Kahira. I love that I have a pending in my graveyard. I just get to recur over and over and over. Pick up the Triumph again. Yeah, I just need a March. Where's the March? Alright, what am I discarding? They could have Bajuka Bog in their deck. I'm actually gonna play land here. I guess I'll discard Supreme Verdict. Let's card a Supreme Verdict and a Counterspell. I don't think I need those. Ulting WRENN in 6, by the way. Indeed, never making a comeback. Sorry, 14-year-old me. RIP. Making a thing main phase. Okay. What are you swinging at? Me. I'll take it. Ouch. Maybe I should have just killed this amulet. Would have taken 1 less. I'm doing it now. Should have done it before, taking 1 less. But I am planning on bouncing my Solitude and then verdicting this board. Radiant Fountain, how do we ever win? Azusa, once again, how do I ever win? More Radiant Fountain? Oh my god. Let me pick up this land again. Should I play Jace? I guess Jace is like fine here, right? Maybe I don't want to tap out. I'm not gonna tap out. I'm just gonna pass. I have 9 cards in hand. Alright, hold on. We're gonna cast Kahira instead. I really don't want to discard. I got all these cards. I guess I'll discard a Leyline Binding. Sure. Yeah, they don't normally run Hydra in the main board. Hydra's gonna be in the sideboard for sure. At least most builds run Hydra in the sideboard. Oh, I just realized that didn't leave white mana up. Dingo, come on. Why did you leave white mana up? Not that I think it's gonna matter. But why didn't you leave white mana up, Dingo? Nah, spoilers, it didn't matter. And I'm out of music? It's time for me to turn the corner. No music, no white mana. What's the point? We play Orvar now. I wanted to try Orvar and Scam. just for fun. I think I'm on Dingo After Dark when I play Ovar and Scam. Also, the music's mad low today. There we go. Get him out of here. They've given up. They can't beat our Wrenn and 6 emblem. Dress down, subtlety, wear tear. Hallowed Moonlight's not that great. I think we're just bringing those. I don't think the Days Undoing package is necessary. Also, probably cut a force negation or two. Your fingers hurt. Hades is amazing. It's so painful. It's such a good combination of cards. Kind of crazy. Banger. This hand's also a banger. I get to fuse Wear and Tear with this hand. By that I mean just cast Tear. Actually, I can just pending this. And I'll cast Tear here next turn. Except the Urza Saga. Let me fuse this Wear and Tear. Let me do it. Ooh. You're just gonna make me cast WRENN. I mean, casting WRENN plus tearing this seems like an amazing turn. Alright, maybe it's a little bit too loud. What? They didn't fuse the thingy? They didn't crack the thingy. Why didn't they crack the thingy? Now I'm just confused. I was waiting for them to crack the expedition map before I tore this. Did the psychic damage to me. I also would have done it in their upkeep, which I didn't have an upkeep stop for. Because I thought they were going to crack the thingy on, like, my turn, my end step, so I just didn't even bother setting an upkeep stop. Steve. A wild Steven approaches. Wrenn and 6 used ping. I don't know. I'm probably not even ping it. I just don't think I care about it. Sorry, Steven. How are we supposed to speedrun control? I'm working on it. But right here. Wrenn! Play faster! Another Steven. Steven. Subtlety, subtlety, Steven. It puts Steven on the bottom. Imagine doing Steven like that. More Norwegian. Nope, we gotta fetch for planes first. This Steven is mildly inconveniencing my Wrenn and 6. Think you know where you are? Is it the gym? Chendo, at some point you're gonna be like a Pokemon gym leader. You're just collecting all your badges right now. Titan? Jesus. I think I'm just gonna buy Kahira, play Kahira this turn. Get out of here, jellyfish. Never, I'm too lazy to walk outside, but I'm just gonna walk. Alright. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. I can't believe we have a clock established. Wrenn and 6 and Yogg. It's gonna be like that Fable episode I had where I just put Fable in everything. But this time it's Wrenn and 6. Wrenn and 6 in everything. Wrenn and 6 in Mill? Glad Dingo's Fable phase is over. Come on, it was amazing. Sticking Fable in everything. Vanivar combo exists in Pioneer. With what cards? Red and 6 and Death and Taxes. Death and Taxes needs all the busted cards it can possibly get. Mill plus 8 crabs plus 8 clone type creatures. Plus Wrenn and 6. Non-stop lands. I think you're onto something, Zeriak. You get to play the Teamer Triome. Titan. This was the downside of tapping out. I'm gonna get smacked by Titan. But I didn't really have any cards in my hand anyways, so I could have torn this amulet, which would have bought me a turn of not getting smacked by this prime time. They didn't even tap the cavern. They were like, nah, I'm good. Good on that. There's no free counter spell that can counter this. Aside from like Pact the Negation, I guess. So I don't think it matters too much. They didn't even give it haste. Why did they not give it haste? Subtlety doesn't counter it though. Subtlety spins it. Like Aether Gust. Fire Spout? What the fuck, Amoli? Who brings in Fire Spout against control? I'm molding. Molding so hard right now. Dude just didn't sideboard correctly. I have 6 lands in my hand. Wrenn in 6. Put 1 Swarm Yard in the deck, so they will fear your non-existent rats. Just keep them guessing. I like the way you think, Tony. Never let them know your next move. As soon as they know your next move, it's pretty much over for you. "5 minutes only in Brewing Teamer Mill." They will never know my next move concedes. I have to ult this Wrenn in 6. Too bad I don't have an answer to prime time. Got a pending for 6 with my 5-color deck. Man. Man. A lot of lands. Oops, all lands. And a Solitude. Wow, that was incredibly convenient. After that Fire Spout, might be going to game 3 here. That Fire Spout was kind of devastating. More Titan. Well, I've been fetching every turn, so I've been playing a land and fetching and buying that one back, so I think I've just drawn a lot of lands naturally. I might time out my opponent this match. I'm gonna cast a Giant Crisis. That's an 11/11. That dies to a 2-mana pending. That feeling when the cards in your hand are worth hundreds of dollars but don't impact the current board state. That's a pretty good draw. I guess I just do this now anyways, just so I can attack. I need to draw like 1 counterspell. So that way I can just cavern whatever's not a giant. Or I can counterspell whatever's not a giant. It's a 2nd Valakut. Okay. Sure. There. That one. Dismember. Sure. Dismember against control. I'm just gonna leave up the subtlety, I think. Dismember and Fire Spout. They were ready for all my win conditions. It's making it very difficult to win the game. What's next? Necromentia? Sure. Maybe they get another Dryad. They got another Hydroid Crisis. Alright, they need to draw more cards. We must go deeper. Actually, they just got a Crisis against my Narset, so... Today is a learning stream. We are learning a lot on today's stream. Like, don't board in Necro against control. Don't cast Krasis against the Narset. That's a lot of life you gained. Good morning, depending on what part of the US you're in. I have assembled a combo I will keep. If there was a way to fit in format a Karn. You're in Finland, the land of snow and sorrow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. And sorrow. This is a fire ice, so I'm not gonna fetch. Because I don't want to play into this fire ice. You'll never catch me alive, fire ice? It sucks that I'm not gonna have Leyline Binding for a while. Be like, it won't be 1 mana, it'll be like 3. 2? 2 if I fetch a Hollow Fountain here. Which is probably fine. Bolt? You ever just bolt a WRENN 6 out of anger? Essentially Waffle with WRENN 6, but I don't know if Waffle is playing Narset Days Undoing. This is Jab Jabber's list. Jab Jabor. They want to do something. I don't know what that something was, but definitely wanted to do something. There goes second Narset. I'm gonna take second Narset. Dingo's back. Yay, Dingo, yay. I need to find a counterspell. Counterspell would be so good. Fire my WRENN. Rude. Fires the WRENN, draws a WRENN, draws a counterspell. Yup. Pretty skilled at this game. I'm a genius! I want to like murder something, that's fine. I'm binding their WRENN. Give me your WRENN. Ban WRENN 6 train, let's go! I hate WRENN 6, fuck this card! This card's so broken! Why didn't they ping my Narset? I don't think they have any land drops to hit, other than that one. I think that's why. 5-minute Teamer Mill. Jesus Christ, what is this? Who reforged the souls? 3 Song of Creation? Oh my god. Zeriak, please. The Song of Creations? You owe it to yourself to do more than Song of Creation. I'm sorry, Doug. You can do better. I need to go fetch a second Hollow Fountain. Such a painful mana base. But such powerful cards. Solid, dude. Now that we can play 5 colors of mana to exile them under an enchantment that is easily dealt with in green by sideboard cards and main deckable land that is commonly played alongside WRENN 6. Pretty much. Look. What can WRENN do under this binding? It's simply a tree with a bunch of straps around it. Spittin'. This man's spittin'. Oh man. She put Strip Mine in the format, so it can be recurred by WRENN 6. WRENN 6 Wasteland. Good times. I guess they gave up. They were like, I've had enough. I'm over it. I think it's surprisingly good. WRENN is a she. Dress Down's like okay. I don't know how to feel about Dress Down really. I like these pendings are like kind of bad. I think Hollowed Moonlight's just better though. I've been taking out these Narsets and these Days Undoings because they're like the worst cards in the deck. Like Narset's not bad against them though. I don't think we have room for... I don't know if we have room for the Dress Downs. I could take out the Jays. That's another win con down. Then I only have Solitude. as a win con. And WRENN 6, of course. Maybe I don't need this many Dovin's vetoes. There's kind of a lot of Dovin's veto. The Dovin's veto is very powerful against them. Maybe I don't need Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer stops the Archon triggers as well. I might keep the Veils in. What do we cut here? Maybe a Verdict. Let's play one Verdict. Yeah, Veil does what Dress Down does, and it's like better against counter spells, so I think it's just straight up better than Dress Down. Yeah. Because it also stops like Spell Pierce and whatnot. His hand has no Hollowed Moonlight. Tragedy. Also has no WRENN 6. Also a tragedy. Self-mill Scapeshift with Splendid Reclamation. Sounds like it's gonna lose to Graveyard Hate. You didn't see the Moonlight? Yeah, the Moonlight's just more powerful, right? Just preventing the Archons from coming into play in the first place is way better. Because if I play, if I have to dress down a bunch of Archons, I have to untap and Verdict, basically. Which isn't always an option to me. Just counter the Graveyard Hate, it's 2022. Just Leyline Binding the Graveyard Hate. I think you're onto something. I feel like we won that game as soon as we played around Fire Ice, which is kind of crazy. If we fetched a Triome and they iced us, then we lost that game. If Drown Lock was your own graveyard, it'd be like one of the best cards ever printed. Blue-green mill splashing red for WRENN 6 and maybe some sideboard cards. Well, I mean, mono-blue mill exists. So it could be like mono-blue splashing a couple of green and red cards, you know? Oh, it's on that big pass the turn energy. Why we didn't see Force Negation anywhere else, please? Not sure what you mean by that. Like, why doesn't Force Negation see play in other decks? Is that what you're asking? Oh, Drew Leyline Binding. Sweet. Sweet. I'm not sure. Like, this will come up in some sideboards from time to time. But it's not, like, really a mainstay in, like, anything. I guess I'm going to cast WRENN 6 and then leave up Veil of Summer. See if they try to Spell Pierce me or something. Morning, Torborg. Top of the morning to ya. How long till WRENN 6 and Rhinos? Oh, it's only a matter of time. I cast 1 mana Cryptic Command, Yugi boy. Surrender. You'll never amount to anything. Was pass. 1 mana Cryptic Command into 0 mana. I Cryptic Commanded them for 1 mana. I cast Force of Will for 2 mana. I think I just counter that. It's gonna be a big pain in the ass, even though I can't Leyline Binding it. They're stuck on 3. And I have the answer to a token that they can creativity for. I'm actually gonna leave this Ketra Triumph in my deck in case I draw it. I can cycle it with WRENN 6. Hallowed Moonlight. Oh, the moon is hollow tonight, boys. Delirium Rhinos with WRENN 6 and Blood Braid Marauder. Hold on, that sounds like a good idea. Somebody brew it. You can't play any good enablers like Bobble. You can't play DRC, you can't play Bobble, you can't play any 1 mana spells. We're gonna see your deck list. Exclamation mark deck. Or exclamation mark deck list. Both of them will get you where you need to go. Glass Dust Hulk. It cycles for 2 types. You could just play Living End at that point. Street Wraith cycle. Alright, we're on to something. I like where our head's at, chat. I'm gonna ult this WRENN. In the bottom corner. Oh shit, wrong thing. No! Oh, you monster. Was that better, Janini? Now I see you more. I don't want to mess with this because I have it like perfectly set up. There we go. I'm the opponent now. I'm your real opponent, Yugi boy. Oh shit, I just dragged Magic Online off. No. Goodbye, Magic Online. There we go. It's 4-0 as well. This hand's good. They're mulliganing. They're mulling to 5. And they're triple queuing. They're gonna be on like Belcher. Just a random ass Friday morning triple queue. They're like, man, you know what I don't have in my life right now? Queuing 3 games of simultaneous Magic. Oh, it's Murktide. It's murky. Probably murky. It could be Living End, I suppose. It's gonna suck if they have a Spell Pierce. If they have a Spell Pierce, I'm in trouble. Oh. Alright, well. Oh no. I need to draw lands. Alright, well, Ragavan exiled my land. Things are not looking good for your boy. Thank you, Ragavan. Very cool. My land. Why is this not a land? Sure. Maybe I was supposed to counter this iteration. Like an untapped leyline binding, but I don't know. Look like a hollow fountain. Pretty soon we're gonna have the Unfinity arts on Moto. And then it's all over. I'm not gonna be able to tell what any of my cards are. And that's the beauty of Magic, is I get to play it like Pokemon. What are you gonna do? Dash Ragavan? Galaxy Foil Dingo? Dude, I want Galaxy Foil body paint. For Halloween, I'm showing up as a Galaxy Foil. Yeah, their Mold of 5 is like God tier. And by God tier, I mean they had Ragavan and Spell Pierce. Which is like pretty God tier. Show up warped like a Pringle. Galaxy Foil Dingo is here. Can't stand straight. Sure. This is some epic boss battle music right now. Counter. Counter. I guess I'm just gonna pass. No lands has been pretty rough. Draw land, I wish. I needed that WRENN 6. If I had this WRENN 6, I would have won the game a long time ago. But they spell pierced my WRENN 6, so it's been pretty rough. I need them to not have counterspell up all the time. That would be amazing. Instead, I just have to like pass the turn. Bird. Bird. Yep, bird. Sure. No Murktide. I had a spell pierce, that makes sense. Maybe I should have let on Narset instead. I feel like I'm in not a terrible position. Especially if I draw land number 4 at some point. I take Leyline Binding or Teferi here. It's probably Teferi, right? Just draws me a card. I think I need the cards. If only blue-white had red at 6. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Alright, Veil of Summer. Both of Nissa and go all out. Play whatever planeswalker we want. Maybe we should be playing main deck Blood Moon. That was such a god tier mold of 5. Gross. Any chance to see you playing the updated Esper Wizards list in the future? We played like a different Wizards list without the combo and it was really bad. But yeah, maybe. I'll probably revisit it at some point. I think you need the like Ad Nauseam combo in it. Not having a combo and just trying to kill people with Micromancer and Snapcaster Mage just isn't a viable game plan. Sub Goblin. 5-mana bolus pitches the 3 elementals. I don't think I want Subtlety. Subtlety can be good sometimes, but I think most of the time it's usually not against them. Cut down to 2 Force Negations, maybe 3 Narsets. Do I even want these Wear and Tears? I'll bring in 1 Wear Tear. I don't think I want to board super heavily. I think we just needed that red and 6 to resolve. If that red and 6 resolved, then that game's ours for sure. Board super heavily, you're right. All these in. I don't even know if it's right to like bring in Dovin's Veto. Not Kahira. Okay. I probably don't need Wear and Tear. It is nice as like a 1-mana answer to Blood Moon. I guess Force Negation does the same thing. Having to worry about Blood Moon out of Murktide's like nightmare for blue-white. It's like you're already fighting pretty hard to keep up with what they have going on, and then there's like Blood Moon on top of that, by the way. I just need to fetch out of Plains at some point, which we have in our hands, so we're Blood Moon immune. Well, the problem with like that last hand was that I just couldn't really play around Blood Moon, having only drawn 3 lands. This hand might end up the same way though, only drawing 3 lands. Basic Island's not a bad pickup. Should we now always be expecting main deck Blood Moon to Murktide? I think so. Going forward, it seems like what they're doing now. Yeah, the format slowed down significantly and became like a bunch of triomes, so that's the best way to combat a whole bunch of triomes and cheap removal, like Leyline Binding. Alien, what's up? Chairman Rose battle music. I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means. Oh, this sucks. Not having Renin 6, it's the worst. Part of the Sword and Shield OST. I'll Google it. See what comes up. It's better be epic. Oh my god, it is epic. My Renin 6. I needed that. Oh, Renin 6 comrade. And Murktide is a pretty bad threat at this point, which is crazy to say. Yep. Leisure Shredder. I need lands. Maybe this deck's just mulligan to Renin 6. Renin 6 is too good of an enabler, chat. It's way too good of an enabler. It's kind of insane. Renin 6 is the best card in blue-white control. Yeah, Spell Pierce is like a problem, unfortunately. I'm gonna lose this counter war. Never not losing counter wars against Murktide. Pending the leyline binding, it only costs 2. That's how much I paid for it. Killed. I was gonna kill him with a single Ragavan. Or I'll lose to a Blood Moon, one of the two. How many counter spells is this min? I was 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th counter spell. Okay. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. That was the 4th counter spell. That's there's 1 spell pierce in here, and there's a mystical dispute. 4th counter spell. One or two Shark Typhoon. I think Shark Typhoon's probably pretty good in this deck. I don't really like Narset Days Undoing. I never cast it once. I don't feel like it's necessary. I have 4 cards in hand. I'm kind of still dead. I like Narset's fine. I don't mind Narset. I just think the Days Undoing package is unnecessary. EI. Good. Good. A good final boss battle music? Yeah, it is. I was joking. I swear. Let's run Charm over Narset. I feel like Charm's really hard to cast. Yep, 4-0 with blue, white, WRENN, and 6. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be taken down here by Ragavan. That shit came on. It is very good. You entered the Twilight Zone of the database. It sounds like something out of like Elden Ring or Dark Souls game. Is that EI number 4? Oh, it is EI number 4. That's good. 4 EIs, 4 counter spells in the top 35, I guess. So much for Torborg's channel points. Torborg's channel points not looking so hot, but good news. They can't possibly have another counter spell, right? All 4 of them are right there. Gotta put 2 back. Opponent just wanted it more. Is this the Jab Jabber special? Kill me! Solitude. What am I stacking on top? I'm just gonna hit by Ragavan though. Solitude now, save Jace. I have to put the counter spell on top. Yeah, they probably have removal in hand. What if they dash 2 Ragavans? Don't give them a 5th counter spell. I mean, I think I have to put WRENN and then counter spell on top. Also, I could shuffle these away. All I have to show for is the Dirtle Fiesta. Came to the right place. I imagine they have Lightning Bolt or Unholy Heat at this point to take Jace down. Wow, they don't. That's crazy. Is it just a Jace of their own? Oh, good. Oh, that's beatable. No, that's beatable. You've heard of the space race, but today, witness the Jace race. Tickets starting at $99.99. Actually, I should say $999. And you'll get some free proxies thrown in too. A space Jace race. Yep. Take my counterspell. Yeah, they have 5 cards in hand, by the way. Goodbye, Yace. Well, I've never been put into the dirt more thoroughly than this game. No. Triple Cube Master. What do we get? We get a Countryside Crusher. The man. The myth. The legend. Jab Jabber. Coming in hot with a tier 1 sub. Jabber, your deck's great.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.